Hi, welcome to Dawn Ross Therapeutic Yoga for this month's movement moment. This month we're going to be doing some twisting. So I've had the pleasure of doing some skiing and then some ice skating and some roller skating this month, and just seeing how much juiciness my twists are bringing to those activities, because I'm really finding I'm able to access the power and connection in my legs with a nice soft supple upper body and rib cage. So the twist I'm going to show you today is a standing twist, and it'll have one leg in standing and the other leg come into flexion. So you're going to use a block or a stack of blocks. The key is that whatever you're using, you've got to have the amount of stability in the pelvis to be able to bring one leg up into flexion and place it onto the blocks. So if to do that you hold your breath, or get grippy in the standing leg, or the pelvis tilts, tips, tucks, or twists, then you either need a smaller stack of support underneath the foot, or you need to remain in standing. Or you could also do this twist in seated, finding both your sit bones. Okay, so you want to make sure that you choose a version of twist that I'm going to show you today based on the level of function and stability in your structure on any given day when you practice. So you'll bring the one leg up into flexion. So the standing leg's relatively more extended than the other leg. So this is bringing an element of complexity to the twist. So that's why it is really key that the pelvis has enough stability and it hasn't shifted on the leg bones at all. If it has, then we've already got a kink in the spine, and then we're going to ask it to rotate. So that's why we want to make sure that the pelvis has remained level. So if bringing the foot up has the pelvis shift, you're going to either do this in standing or seated, finding both the sit bones, feet flat on the floor. So once you're here, I just want you to take a moment to feel both the legs. So there will be more weight in the standing leg, but there is some weight and connection that you're feeling through this foot and knee and up into the hip, but we don't want to be leaning and weighted forward onto that leg, okay? So we're definitely up and down, and then from here we're going to bring the palms together and let our chin rest on the fingertips, okay? So from here, let's just take a few breaths and just feel the movement of our breath in the bottom 3 ribs. We really want to have an awareness of the bottom of the rib cage, because that's where we want to initiate this rotation from. And then we're going to rotate in the direction of the wall or that leg that's on props. We're just going to come in and out a few times, okay? So as you're twisting and doing this, we want to stay in the range, whether you're standing on both legs, whether you're, as I am, or if you're seated, that the pelvis doesn't change position, the pelvis doesn't shift, the legs don't shift. We're not bringing tension up into the spine at all, okay? And that we're feeling for the movement from the bottom ribs, not driving with the shoulders at all. So keeping that nose, chin, and breastbone just moving together. Moving away from or rotating around that midline. Good, so on your next twist, you're going to twist and come into whatever your end range is. Take a few breaths here, and then what I'm going to invite you to do is take the hand closest to the wall, hook that thumb just in the hip crease. Without changing the pelvis, you're going to feel that shoulder blade on the rib cage, and then I want you to slide that blade towards the spine. You might feel the thoracic spine and the ribs rotate underneath the shoulder blades a little bit further. Then that standing leg arm, it's going to come to the front of that standing leg and palm into thigh, and then you're going to slide that shoulder blade away from the spine. And again, you're just getting any more little juiciness of the twist out that doesn't have any pulling or tugging happen through the low back or the spine up into the head, neck, or shoulders. Bring the palms back together, resting the chin on the fingertips. And then the last thing we're going to do here is just play with some sound and vibration. So I invite you to inhale through the nose, and then on our exhale, we're going to make the vowel sound A. So breathe in through the nose. You're going to come out of that twist. Notice if you feel the pelvis or legs move on the way out, because that is an indicator that they moved on the way in. So you'll want to watch it when you go to the other side. Come to standing, just check in, and then you're going to repeat that on the other side. Adding the sound and vibration with the vowel sounds can be a really lovely way of just totally softening through that torso and the ribcage. It also is really hard to hold our breath when we're doing those vowel sounds. So you could do A or E, I, O, or U. And yeah, have fun with it. I'd love to hear from you what your experience is playing with the twist, where you're noticing some more freedom on and off your mat, or where things might be getting snagged or caught up. You can email me at yogadon@shaw.ca, or you can send me a message through my website, www.dawnross.ca. Love to hear from you. Have fun on your mat this month with the twist, and know that with ease, change is always possible and life-changing. Namaste.